the audio, jack the crowd, something down there, something there, big fat face up here. When you buy a new or used truck, you would expect an American-made truck to perform. Ford has had a lot of issues with their trucks and cannot manage to fix the problems that their engineers are creating. For example, the most common issue that I've found in my shop within the last couple of months are the ignition coils. I've replaced several dozens of these coils because they become weak and they cause misfires and runnability issues. The worst problem that Ford has had with their trucks are with the diesels. There are also many reported cases that Ford's new trucks have had computer issues which cause the trucks to turn off. And after you decided that you want a new Ford truck, even though they have a lot of issues, remember the new Ford F-150s has aluminum beds. Ford has had a lot of issues with their 6-liter turbo diesels when it comes to longevity. You would expect a truck that the motto of the company is "Built Ford Tough," they would be tough. Well, they're not. The diesels have had a lot of issues with blowing head gaskets under high RPM and high boost. It's not an issue with the head gasket, it's not an issue with the cylinder head, it's with the head bolts. Ford designed the head bolts way too thin and it causes them to stretch under high loads. The aftermarket has solved this issue by making the head bolts thicker and allowing you to make more power. It is a really simple fix and Ford can't manage to fix something that easy. Ford has had a lot of problems with their coils, and they are still using the same coils since 2006. The coils are designed as a wear component instead of just a spark plug. Because of this, you usually need to replace the coils as often as the plugs. This is not ideal for the Ford owners and the trucks and vans because the job is about an hour and a half of labor, which is about $150 to $200, plus the cost of the coils, which are usually around $100 a piece and times 8. After tax, this job can cost over $1,000 and usually last only 90,000 miles. Aftermarket companies like MSD Ignition have solved this issue that Ford cannot manage to solve. After many years of Ford causing problems and not bothering to fix them, they started having computer issues with their brand new trucks. There are dozens of reported cases of people driving down the road and the truck shuts off on its own. On an older truck, this wouldn't be an issue. But on the newer trucks, they have electric steering. The setup that Ford uses, there's no mechanical linkage between the steering wheel and the tires. So when the truck shuts off, it can be deadly. There are several cases when the customers have had this issue and take it back to the dealership that they bought the truck from with less than 1,000 miles, and the customer service makes it extremely hard to get it fixed, or they won't fix it at all. And on top of that is an intermittent issue. You can't determine when the computer will fail, it just fails. Ford has come up with the best idea ever when it comes to their truck beds. Ford has come out with an aluminum bed, and from the look of the commercials, they look pretty strong. But they're not. If you use your truck as a contractor and drop bricks into your bed a lot, you damage the bed beyond belief. It'll put holes in the bed, literally holes. Also, the bodies are way more expensive to fix. It'll usually cost about 5 times more to fix an aluminum bed or body panel compared to steel. Having a truck that is as brittle as porcelain is not useful for anything other than a lawn ornament. I'm not saying that Ford is the only one that has issues with their trucks, but Ford has had the most and the worst issues with their trucks. Ford has been around for a long time, and they managed to, within the last 20 years, cause so many problems that the Ford Motor Company is no longer the strong truck company it once was.